put your hands together for the one and only Mr. Neil Young and special guest, George Takei.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
That's your Neil Young.
Yes.
Sounds like Mr. Bill.
Hey.
Oh my.
Rock and roll can never die.
Warp 9, Captain.
There's more to the picture than meets the eye. Hey.
Oh my.
Hello, everybody. I'm rock and roll great Neil Young.
And I'm Star Trek's George Takei.
We want to let you know that if you have a podcast, you should probably take the time to do quality preparation.
So you don't end up with an intro like this one. Beam me up some sake, Captain.
But now, sit back and enjoy our favorite unprepared podcasters, the one and only Jerry White
And Chuck Ellis, my guy. Yes. There it is.
I bet that took you days.
Actually, it took me the time it took to drive here. That one there. That was a quickie. So
We're working on
now you know.
very little sleep here, so you get what you get.
And it's only been, over a month and a week? So it's only been about 6-7 weeks since we podcasted, so.
It's been a while, but I've been busy.
So.
Been washing my hair out of the country.
Yeah, it's my favorite one, so. But here we are, we're back, and...
26.
Yeah.
26.
Episode 26.
There's really nothing special about that number.
Well, there actually really is something special about today, because I would like to present you...
With all this money? Because I'll take this money right here.
Well, you can take the cash, or you can take what's behind door number... whatever door this is. The one I would like to present you on the air, or whatever you call this, a 1997 Eddie Jones starting lineup figure.
Mint.
Mint in box.
Mint Eddie Jones. So I can have that, or I can have this wad of cash right here.
Actually, the cash is off the table now. It's
no, actually, it's right on the table.
Once you say
I can see it right here.
Well,
on the
it's
table.
literally on the table, but technically off the table. Once you see what's behind door number 1, it's just like the old thing, the old make a deal, whatever.
So you're saying I'm stuck with Eddie?
You're stuck with Eddie, and I figured if I gave it to you,
then this is great then.
Yeah, okay. I figured you can't refuse if I give it to you live on the podcast. Otherwise, you might say, I don't want that.
Have you fucking met me?
Have you?
I don't want that piece of shit.
Have you noticed? And he looks. If you look at him, he looks more like the villain in the Pat Benatar Love Is a Battlefield video, the pimp or the guy that they were doing the dance against.
Starting lineup were never known for getting their figures to actually look like the people they were shooting for.
This was pre Todd McFarlane figures.
Yeah, no,
so
it's kind of like
he really, I mean,
he's black, so they got that right.
They got that. They got the little
he's
mustache.
Wearing tennis shoes, so they got that right.
The little stash.
Has a Laker uniform on.
He does.
Everything else just gravy.
Is the number right? The number's right.
The number's right.
So,
yep.
Fair and close enough. I'm keeping the Ryan Leaf. I had to unload some of these. I'm going to keep the Ryan Leaf, but I'm going to give you Eddie Jones. So.
Okay.
And I'm keeping the Larry Johnson, of course. But I lost my Stacey Augman. I had a couple, and I thought I had a Randall Cunningham too, but all big time UNLV Rebels. But I still have the Ryan Leaf, so I'm going to hold on to that one. That one's going to be worth some money one day. As soon as he breaks into another house and steals more Vicodin, I'm going to sell that beast.
Actually, I think he's doing the tour now and talking about how he was a bust, but he overcame, and now he's got positive attitude, and
damn,
yeah, he's found religion or he's found something. I don't know.
All right, well then I'll bring you the Ryan Leaf. You can have that.
You see him on Dan Patrick about once every couple of months.
Right.
And
Yeah.
He makes that cycle.
Makes that whole
ESPN
does the tour. Well, good for him. That's good to know. Is he coming back? Is he going to be in the NFL again?
What makes you think I keep that close tabs on fucking
on Ryan Leaf?
What Ryan Leaf does. I don't know, dude.
Who knows? I don't know. I figure you watch a lot of Sports Center or something.
Where have you been? Where have I been?
I haven't been to too many places. I'm going to leave it at kind of that ball in your court. I'm going places after, once we leave here, but...
Speaking of ball in court.
Oh, what a segue, huh?
Well, that's where I'm going next.
Yeah.
NBA Summer League, baby.
Nice.
For an entire week. I'm going in. The Lakers are already 0-2, and by the time this show airs, they might be 0-3.
Well, they're just playing their B team, right? All the big guns are on the beach.
I think Brendan Ingram in the first game. Yeah, I saw the highlights. As a matter of fact, he tweaked something.
Yeah.
And Magic Johnson stood up and it's like, "Fucking that's it, no more." And they just benched him for the whole rest of Summer League. He's like, "Fuck no."
Oh, shit. Yeah.
So I know he's not playing.
No more.
And then that Josh Hart kid that they drafted, he got hurt, so I'm not sure if he's playing.
Shit.
But that Kyle Kuzma kid lit it up, man, like 31 points.
Hopefully he doesn't get hurt before you get there.
This is a sports show all of a sudden.
Right, yeah.
And I guess Lonzo played like shit the first game, but he triple-doubled the second game.
Okay, so. Yeah. I remember watching the news, seeing how bad he was. And then I was telling you, he's a bust, but first game jitters, like you said. Yeah.
Brendan Ingram sucked his first Summer League. He was horrible. Matter of fact, he was horrible for the first half of the season.
Oh, yeah?
And then he started coming on and getting better. But for a while, he couldn't figure it out.
Well, let's bring him out right now. Come on out, Brendan. Let's see. Tell him
he just needed a sandwich.
Maybe,
just so fucking skinny.
Probably just needed a lap dance. Probably went out that night, hit the Olympic Garden, and said, all right.
The Olympic Garden's not there anymore.
Well, I've been out of the game, so that's good that I don't know that, but now I do.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I drove by the other day, it wasn't there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, end of an era. All good things must come to an end, I guess, huh?
God, you were a sleazebag back in those days.
You mean back in those days?
God, you were more of a sleazebag back in those days.
Okay, there, that's better. So, I would like to ask you one thing. You mentioned some mall walking you do. Do you mind sharing about that? That's kind of...
pretty fucking boring.
Is it?
Which part would you like to hear about?
Luke Mall Walker.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
That is all about my foot just being a fucking nightmare. So me just going out and trying to power through it.
Right. Yeah.
Because I don't want to turn into a fat fucking slob.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
So you go out in the morning and you go to the mall because it's open and it's air conditioned is the main thing.
Fucking 120 degrees here where we're at.
So you go to the mall where it's only 75 or 80 and you walk in there instead of out in the freaking heat.
Yeah. Are you testing your willpower while doing this? Being that you're
What do you mean?
Walking past Cinnabon and Cold Stone and Hot Dog on a Stick.
Fortunately, they're not really open yet because I'm going like at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
So it's not that hard.
Yeah.
But
if you were doing it at noon,
the hardest part about the whole thing is when I'm walking and I'm getting passed up by these old couples holding hands wearing the same colored jumpsuits because I'm hobbling through the entire mall.
One side, motherfucker!
Exactly. Like, on your right.
I like the Captain America and the Falcon. On your right!
It's fucking depressing.
Yeah, really? Yeah. Well,
but I did the best I can.
Yeah, we all do. That's all. That's all we expect.
Hobble around the mall.
That's all we expect when you're mall hobbling. So now you know where to find Jerry at 6 a.m. Come on down to Southern California and
Westfield Town Center Mall. Be in there hobbling down the fucking motorway.
There he is. He'll be signing your swag. Your Idol Effect swag that does not exist.
No, don't fuck with me when I'm in my workout.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I'm in the zone.
Yeah. Don't want to touch him then.
It's a real slow zone.
Here he's all fun and games, all laughs, but when he's... Yeah,
I'm all laughs. Yeah, it's me.
When he's doing a good, hard workout, you don't want to fuck with him, so... Where else have you been, though, besides that?
Well... Went to Vegas. Man, I've been living in Vegas. Went to Vegas to see Roger Waters.
Nice.
And it was good. It was a good show.
Sick invite. Yeah.
I could. There were parts of it. I feel like I was watching fucking CNN.
Really? Oh, because a lot of video shit.
Man, he just fucking
all the
bashes
footage.
Trump to fucking death. I mean, he floats the pig around with just Trump bashing shit all over it.
With the Trump wig on it.
It's just. Yeah, I mean,
look
he
at your
spends
Trumpers, a big pig!
like 2 or 3 songs in the middle of his show that are just devoted to bashing the fuck out of Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, from start to finish.
Well, he's been doing that since the Nixon administration.
Well, whatever. If I want to see political shit, like I said, I could sit home and watch CNN and it don't cost me a dime.
Right, yeah.
So, keep that shit. If you want to do that shit on your own, when I'm not paying, when I'm not dropping dime for a ticket, so be it.
Yeah.
But not when I come to a show.
Not when I come to town.
But I finally got to see, granted it wasn't David Gilmour, but I finally got to see somebody play Comfortably Numb live, the solo.
Properly.
Right, yeah.
And
they...
Without Van Morrison singing.
Without Van Morrison fucking it all up. God. Fucking... You turn that song into an afterbirth.
Yeah.
Disgusting. But, I mean, I think Roger told the guys who were playing the guitars, don't stray too far from what David did.
Right, yeah.
Because he tore it up, man. And
even though David's a prick and I hate him.
Yeah,
Actually, they've made up, I think.
Did they?
Well, as far as we know, I mean, yeah, they've gotten together and done some, like, unplugged things together, and...
But, yeah, he played Comfortably Numb and just tore it up.
Did he? Really? Yeah.
It moved me.
It's like my favorite movement.
It's like my favorite solo. That, too.
Yeah.
Which leads me to my next point. When we first...
Here we go.
What? This is not a bathroom revenge.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Okay.
I mean...
Sorry.
It is, but it's not.
Okay.
When we first go in, and then the lights go down and the show starts, and I'm looking around T-Mobile, and it looks like people were doing the fucking wave, and I'm like, this is not a fucking Rams game. What the hell is going on? And then I realized it's not the wave, it's people getting up to letting people out to go to the fucking bathroom because all these people are like 60 and they can't. They got fucking old bladders from hell. And all show long, it was just get up, let somebody out. Get up, let somebody out. Get up, let somebody out. It's like, fucking goddamn it, bring a bottle, bring a bag or something. But it looked like the goddamn wave from people just letting people out all show long. I kid you not. It's fucking sad.
Love it.
Yeah.
Welcome! Let the worms eat into your brain! Mother, do you think they'll drop the bomb?
That's my old man Roger Waters.
Oh.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, a little explanation would have been good on that
I'm
one.
sorry. I don't know. I didn't have time. Had to go. Had to jump into it. Had to bird dog.
You weren't the only one that had to go.
Yeah.
Half
that fucking crowd. Yeah.
God damn it.
So.
But then what we didn't plan on doing is the very next night we went to right across the street to New York, in the theater they have in there.
Right.
And saw Boston.
The Boston.
And, like Boston, like More Than a Feeling, like Boston.
Those guys.
Tom Schultz, Boston.
The actual band.
The actual band, Boston.
That
show was as good, I swear to God,
Yeah.
and no one's going to believe me, but that show was as good as Roger Waters was. It was awesome. Tom Schultz is incredible, for one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that guy, Tony DeMarco, the guy that got to do the lead singer, because, of course, the lead singer is dead.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
That was my next question.
Yeah, been dead for
or
a
my
while.
first question. Yeah.
This guy did not back away from, like, the high notes on Amanda, or... I mean, you know how high
More
all
Than
these
a Feeling.
Boston songs get, and he didn't back away from any of it.
Yeah.
He did a really good job.
Is he from Boston, Tony DeMarco? Because I figure...
What am I, his publicist? I don't know.
Well, I figured that should be a prerequisite, because they're just a band out of Boston, and like, wait a minute, dude, you're from Newark. But, I don't know. I don't, but, yeah.
Didn't get a program.
Didn't get a chance to pull him aside and say, hey,
and I was a little worried because Night Ranger opened for them. And
that's reason to worry.
That's reason to worry by itself. But because they didn't want to spend a whole lot of time, swapping out equipment, they basically had Boston stuff set up at the back of the stage, and they had Night Ranger perched up front.
Yeah.
With their own little amps. They had them sit sideways. Yeah. So when they played, it sounded like shit.
Really?
And I'm like, God, please don't let Boston sound this bad, because the acoustics it just sounded terrible. They were trying, but it was just
failing.
It was just pitiful.
Yeah.
But thank God when they got them off there, and then when Boston had their whole entire set, and they sounded incredible.
That's cool.
They sounded so good.
Yeah. Right on.
I was impressed. So that's
a cool double bill.
That was just a
triple
kind of cool add-on. We didn't even plan that.
Yeah, you just walked across the street, and that's why you're at the arena, like, seeing Roger Waters, both 70s bands, both I don't know, not an equal amount of hits, but both pretty big in their day. But it's like, all right, rock your water. Now we're gonna walk to the little club across the street and check out Boston. But
and we could have seen Def Leppard because they were playing the same night too.
Oh yeah.
But we went for Boston, and I think I made the right choice.
Were they playing down at the?
I don't know where they were playing, but I've heard Joel Elliott sing live, and it's scary.
I saw him here when they came last time.
They came here.
Yeah, they
Really?
Agua Caliente.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Joe horrible?
You could tell that he was struggling, but it's better than when you watch it on TV. Like when you watch it on TV, you see all the imperfections and the flaws. They make it so, live, it comes out a little bit better. But, if you really want to pick it apart, you could sit there and go, ooh, wow, ooh, ouch.
Well, bands are getting smarter now, and they're bringing in 1, 2, sometimes 3 different chicks to sing backup.
That's the thing.
And to help with the high notes. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
These guys know they can't hit these high notes anymore, so they bring in
a slew of backup singers.
Chicks backup.
Got it like a gospel choir back there. That's why Foreigner did that thing with Want to Know What Love Is. His voice was starting to go.
How'd that go?
I don't even know why I'm doing this. This has nothing to do with I Want to Know What Love Is, but remember that big gospel choir? I think that's when his voice started to go, and he's like, hey, how about we have like 20 big fat black women singing with me,
Maybe that's just his thing.
Or maybe, yeah.
Maybe that's just his
Thursday. Or maybe they can come and do a few things and then sing.
That's just his Thursday night.
Yeah.
That's just his gig. Yeah, well.
So.
And then, of course, shipped off to good old Hawaii.
Which you saw Thin Lizzy, I'm assuming.
No. I don't get the connection.
I'm 70s
Hawaii,
rock man, I don't know.
Oh.
Just random.
Didn't see any bands in Hawaii.
No.
Just.
Not even Don Ho's daughter because he's dead.
No.
No?
Nope. Just chilled and...
Chill. That's what you do in Hawaii. What else?
You know what we did though is because
we fish and chill.
We don't.
In that order.
We didn't like to rent from the rental car companies because they suck.
Yeah, fuck them.
So fuck them.
Yeah.
So we got our local guy to rent us a Jeep from one of the locals, and they don't put the restrictions on you. Like you can't go to Mauna Kea, you can't go to the Green Sand Beach, you can't take it off road basically, even though it's a fucking Jeep.
Right. Yeah.
The local guy's got
can't drive it off a cliff.
Just take it wherever.
Can't go in the ocean. You can.
So we did, man. We drove that fucker all. I mean, I must have put 1,000 miles in that thing. Out 4x through lava rock and shit, and up and down. I'm not kidding, man. Up and down through these fucking steep cliffs and shit.
They don't tell you can't because they assume you're not going to drive into the volcano. But Jer's like, they didn't say we couldn't.
It was so much. I'd never driven a Jeep before. Of all the shit I've drove,
really?
I've never driven a Jeep, and it was so much fun. Now I have to buy one. So I kind of got fucked.
Yeah.
This is going to cost me $10,000.
That's the thing. The Jeep company is probably behind that whole rental thing. Don't tell him he can't do shit because he's going to buy one.
Yeah.
I can read this guy like a fucking...
I probably get scammed.
Yeah. So, oh well, whatever.
I'm a soon-to-be future Jeep owner.
You get a Jeep out of it.
I'm going to look in Vegas while I'm there.
Are you?
See if I can find a Jeep.
Go to my old stepdad's place.
I don't want a junkyard Jeep. I want an actual Jeep that runs.
Oh, okay. In that case...
I have a project already. I don't need to.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. I can't wait till you get this Jeep.
Why? What do you care?
I'm going to cruise in with you. We're going to do Chuck and Jer's desert Jeep tours. We're going to put those other guys out of business.
I'm not doing any of that.
Oh. Okay. Can I at least ride around the block with you?
I don't know. George, can you ride around the block with us? What the hell happened there?
Voices in my head howl.
He changed his mind, I think. Whoa!
George is tripping balls. What is it?
Very indecisive, George. Can we just get an answer?
I think it's broken.
I think it's done.
I think George is broke.
Dude, I paid $8.98 for this. Come on, George.
Can I smash it? Okay, just make it stop now.
I don't know if it can.
I got a hammer.
I think we're going to have to throw it out the window.
Throw it out the window.
Can we throw it downstairs?
Throw it downstairs.
All right, George. Hold on. You're out of here.
No, throw it in the bathroom.
It's in the bathroom?
Throw it in the bathroom. Drown it in the sink.
It's over, George. It's over.
Oh.
Whoops.
It's still working. I can hear it. Drown it.
Stop it. Die.
Oh, that got him.
It's still going.
It's still going?
Let's shut the door.
All right.
All right.
Well, It takes a beating, though.
George can take a licking.
George can take an ass beating.
Just
Wear
ask
that
the key
ass out.
grip on the
Yeah.
Star Trek
Stop.
Search for Spock.
Stop.
Ted. So anyway,
Well, that's another high-tech piece of equipment. That
yeah,
we
another
wanna
one.
have.
Yeah, my Star Wars one.
Bites the dust.
That's all that's left of the Star Wars. It sounds like a bird instead of RTG2. Then that's all it does. So.
We should really probably invest some money in the show.
But Mr. T, I bought like 10 years ago.
Don't give me no back talk, sucker.
He's still going. So, invest. We should what?
We should probably invest some money in the show.
The hell you say?
It's getting a little thin.
Well,
It's a tad bit embarrassing.
yeah, hey, as soon as some money comes
I
our
was
way,
going to say, if I cared more,
You're right, yeah.
it'd be more of a pressing issue.
if we could get a sponsor maybe or something.
We don't really try, though.
I don't think we should.
Because then we would be beholden to somebody
Right,
to do
yeah,
things
yeah.
their way, and
Yeah.
I don't even like doing things my own way.
I
much
don't
less
either.
somebody else's way.
Right. Okay. So let's just keep things as they are.
Yeah, poor.
Okay. So it's been a big week for Spider-Man movies. You know why?
Movies.
Yeah.
Plural?
Or for the Spider-Man movie world.
Well, I know of the one.
Because
What
one
else-
happened, yeah.
I was going to say, what else you got?
Because the one came out.
Mm.
Okay. So. Oh, sorry. Cue the music. And Spider-Man Homecoming has dropped. That's a song called Spiderwebs.
I was going to say, I don't get it.
96 degrees, 3 before the hour. Your little Spider-Man coming at you. Yeah, no doubt, Spiderwebs, so that's a connection. So, yeah, fucking A, movie dropped finally, and pretty cool, huh? Pretty fun.
I saw it in Hawaii.
Had a
while
fun
my,
time.
While my wife was underneath the waves. Doing her diving
You
thing.
okay, honey? I'm gonna go see Spider-Man.
Yep.
So, had a fun tone, pretty cool, like, a lot of, pretty uppity. Had kind of kept with the John Hughes theme that they said it would probably have.
Yeah.
So,
It was kind of like a PG version of Deadpool.
right, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, didn't take itself too seriously.
Right. Still learning
Had
the ropes.
still figuring shit out. Had some good humor in there.
Yeah.
Just not raunchy humor, of course.
Right,
but
yeah. Good stuff. Natalie liked it. Like,
PG.
Natalie actually enjoyed that one. Took her and she enjoyed it. She enjoyed the whole high school. Because it was like 2 movies in one. You had a Spider-Man movie and then you had the high school movie type of thing
But
going.
Keaton's, I knew he would steal the movie, and he did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Keaton kicked ass. He was awesome.
He came back as Birdman.
I thought it was Vulture, dude.
Condor Man. No, Vulture. You're right. Vulture.
Damn right. Why do you say I'm right like you're surprised?
Oh my God, you're right.
It's a fucking given, dude.
Then,
I speak it into existence. Just like LeVar Ball. I spoke it into existence.
And they did the actual theme song, the '60s. Although it was Danny Elfman that did it. It was an orchestrated version of it. Did you recognize that in the beginning?
I wasn't paying attention.
It did, dun-na-na-na-na-na.
I was probably doing popcorn prep
Right. Yeah.
at that point. It's a very,
What goes into that?
it's very precise. The butter has to be layered just so.
Yes.
It requires the right amount of salt.
Mhm.
And then you have to, once you get the salt in, you have to shake it and get the salt dispersed. And
Yeah.
then you have to bust out your jalapeno stuff,
The seasoning.
seasoning, and the cheddar seasoning, and then you get that on there and get that shook up and dispersed. Because you can't have too much of one thing because it fucks it all up.
No. Yeah.
So that takes a little while.
So there's no time for the opening theme. You never really catch that.
Yeah, I'm bit.
Usually working on it.
Yeah, it's important stuff
So.
going on.
Now, this is not the first time we've seen this incarnation of Spider-Man. We saw him in Civil War, but then I don't know if you've heard, we've also seen Peter Parker in Iron Man 2.
What?
They decided, I'm sure this wasn't the plan, but they decided in Iron Man 2 when he there's that little kid with an Iron Man mask and he's holding up his hand,
Yeah.
and then Iron Man lands behind him and
Yeah.
destroys the robot and says,
Yeah.
"Nice shot, kid," or whatever he says.
Yeah.
They've decided that was Peter Parker as a little kid.
Where did you get that from?
The internet, the interwebs. The World Wide Web. Yeah, they're saying they've decided that is Kevin Feige, who is kind of in charge of Marvel Studios.
So wait a minute. So you didn't get this from the movie itself. You just got this.
No, this is now canon. This is now like they've decided that they're gonna. I guess in the beginning, I'm sure that they didn't even plan that far ahead, but now they're saying that was Peter Parker. That's why he has such an adoration. So, just so you know.
Yeah, it's a bunch of bullshit.
So this Spider-Man's already been established, and
why? Because of that stupid little fucking thing?
No, he's already been established. We've seen this Spider-Man in Civil War and stuff
Right,
like that,
right.
and so in the beginning he's waiting for they got some found. Well, it looks like a found footage movie in the beginning. Did you like that? I was like waiting for that to end. I dug this movie. I definitely
found
did it.
footage. Yeah, maybe I only saw it once, so I maybe already forgotten.
The stuff on the cell phone in the beginning when he was filming himself.
Oh, yeah.
I was kind of hoping that wraps it. That kind of went a little long, but it was kind of cool. It kind of timed out right, and so afterwards they say, okay, just wait for us. We're gonna call you for another mission or something like that, and ends up waiting for a while. Waiting for Favreau to give him a call. Happy, yeah. Which, that's the one thing that always gets. I can never stand about shows when the adults don't believe the kids, and I know it's part of the show. Like
the kids are little fucking liars.
Like
you can't trust them.
like when with Big Bird and Snuffleupagus, it's like, oh wait, he was right here, and it's like, yeah, look, we don't have time. Like Spider-Man's calling him, look, there's some arms dealers in there. No, I don't have time for this. Click. So
that was your pull.
What?
Big Bird and Snuffleupagus.
Well, isn't that
that was your pull?
Yeah, that's my pull.
Out of the example.
That's the example. I'm sure there's plenty others, but that's the go-to.
It speaks volumes about
does
you.
It?
Yeah, it does.
So, what do you think about the suit? Was the suit too much? Was there too much going on? Or you like that?
Yeah. And I like the fact that there were levels to it, and
you had to unlock them like a video game, and then his friend just went in with all the codes to bust it open for kill mode, instant kill mode.
Yeah. Stop with the kill mode.
I wonder if we might see that come back in Infinity War when they just got to kill aliens. It's just like instant kill. But I like the taser webs. Once he gets to know, like it had a kind of a greatest American hero vibe, where he's still trying to figure shit out.
Sure, yeah.
But once he gets to, which is funny, as long as they don't keep it going like greatest American hero every episode. It's like, all right, learn to fly, But I like the taser webs. I like the grenade web that he left behind, and then it set off and got the guy. So yeah, I dig the suit.
Absolutely.
They have to take it up to the next level because there's been a few Spider-Man movies, and they can't make it the same. They're kind of going off the comic book, the norm or whatever. But I kind of dig, yeah.
Well, what was that dude? Andrew, who did the last one?
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. I liked the first one he did, but the one with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, that was horrible. Yeah, yeah.
Fucking horrible.
The Electrode. Yeah, that ruined it.
God,
I don't even know.
It's terrible.
I don't even know if they would have done Electro right. He just looked like. It
wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, really.
Just the whole. It was 2 hours. I don't care.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and he was acting like the dumb janitor. Oh, thank you so much. Or whatever he is. Just
the whole scene
fumbling.
where you're like, oh, you remember my birthday and you got me a cake.
Right, yeah.
Like, this is way too creepy, dude.
That's so like old school. Nobody acts like that. But what do you think? Like, yeah, I thought Andrew Garfield. He was kind of too cool of a Spider-Man. Like Peter Parker's supposed to be kind of a bit of a nerd, and he was too much of a cool guy. It was the first one. I just didn't see enough Spider-Man in the first Amazing Spider. There just wasn't enough going on, and every time he went to fight the lizard just was like the Hulk. He just kicked his ass really quick.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know. Where does this one rate? Is this the definitive Spider-Man now? Do you think Tom Holland is?
Well, I mean, I like to tie into the Avengers. That definitely helps.
Yeah,
it helps a lot.
Yeah, he's got that going for him.
Yeah.
So.
I still like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
The first couple were, I wasn't a big fan of like the one with Venom and the Sandman shit, but the first two were really good. With
second,
Doc Ock and those are. I mean, I'm not, but they're different. It's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
But I like them both. The Andrew one, the first one was all right.
Right. Yeah.
But if I had to go to, I'd say Toby and the new
Toby
kid.
and this guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about forgetting about what's his name?
I'm not
Nick
forgetting.
Hammond from the '70s Spider-Man show.
What?
You remember that?
No.
You don't remember a '70s Spider-Man?
Oh.
TV movies they were. I mean, they were horrible. No, I'm just kidding.
Why would you?
And then there was Electric Company had a. Remember the Spider-Man would show up. I don't know. Maybe you're too old to watch Electric Company. Easy Reader. Morgan Freeman played that Easy Reader, and then Spider-Man would just show up and be speaking in word bubbles like wow.
How'd it go?
Wow. Like Easy Reader would ask him a credit like hey Spider-Man, right about now, what book do you like to read? And it would be like wow. And it was supposed to be a word bubble like in a comic, and it would say I'm reading War and Peace.
I got nothing.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that was the first live action Spider-Man, so no, nobody knows who played him. I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Nobody cares who played
So now the Vultures, again played by Michael Keaton, former Batman. His motivations were actually kind of somewhat justified.
Well, yeah.
Like
right out of the movie, he gets fucked.
Yeah.
Right out of the gate.
Once when he explains it to Peter Parker, I'm surprised he's not like, you know what, you're right. Fuck those dicks.
Yeah.
I mean, Tony Stark had just taken away his good suit too. He's like,
But
some rich asshole took away my suit.
They purposely made it so, even though he's the fucking bad guy and whatever, you don't totally root against him. You don't.
No. Yeah.
I mean, he even gives, Peter Parker a chance. Look, I know it's fucking you. Just stay out of my shit.
Saved my daughter.
And we're okay.
Yeah.
He's trying to provide for his family. Even when that dude was going south, he didn't want to kill anybody.
Right.
And he kept resisting that technology to make the Vulture thing fly super high.
Right.
He just wanted to, get in and make his shit and get out to take care of his family. He wasn't like a real prick.
Yeah.
He vaporized that one guy, but he had it coming.
Yeah, and he tore. Yeah,
Guy's a douche.
His friends tore up a deli, but that was accidental. That was Spider-Man's fault. If he would have let him rob the ATM,
Yeah.
it would have been fine.
So and then when you get a chance, and if you haven't seen it yet, then you're fucked.
By the way, spoilers.
When he has a chance to narc him out to the guy, and the guy was he was from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. He's in that. He's in the guy got arrested and is in prison.
Uh-huh.
He's like, hey, we heard you know who Spider-Man.
Right. Yeah.
No, don't. Who fuck you?
Who is now going to be? I think that was setting it up because that was after the credits. Is setting it up for the Scorpion. It's going to be the Scorpion.
Is that who he's going to be?
Yeah.
Nice.
So.
All right, California.
Not that Scorpion, Jerry. So now Flash Thompson is now, he's not your granddad's bully. He's an academic bully. He's just an asshole, basically. Did you catch that? The Indian guy who
a
prick.
Am I supposed to know who he is?
Well, Flash Thompson is
He's
a big time character in Spider-Man's world. He was always the bully in high school. He's more of a jock, and he's in every other movie.
I didn't know that.
All the other ones, and he ultimately becomes Venom. He's not the first Venom, but
he does.
Yeah, in the comics, I don't think this one's going to become Venom because Tom Hardy's going to be Venom. I don't know if you heard that, but.
No, but if Tom Hardy's going to do it, then I'm all about it because Tom Hardy's awesome.
Tom Hardy's awesome.
Everything he does is just the shit.
Right, yeah. So, looking forward to that. So, and then Betty Brant is another one who's usually works at the Daily Bugle, but in this movie she was a TV reporter. She was a school reporter. She was the blonde, young, voluptuous. Kidding. Marissa Tomei back as Aunt May and.
Looking a little haggard.
I think they tried to grandma her up. I think
Is that what it was?
They added the waist high pants
haggard,
and the glasses. Yeah, I think that was on purpose. I think they were like, we can't have a hot Aunt May. Let's see what we can do.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, that was the idea. If you want a Marissa Tomei, you go with that. Maybe they're who knows. But yeah, I think they did that just they did what they could to make her look a little more like
I think they should have just went total like Eva Mendes and just went total hot.
Yeah.
Fucking go for it. God, I want to fuck your Aunt May. May I fuck your Aunt May?
Peter. Uncle Ben's not around anymore. Come on. Liz Allen is his love interest, who actually is, I guess that's kind of an Easter egg because she was like a love interest early in the comic books, going way back.
Okay, now I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I heard one thing in there, I don't remember when exactly, but when I heard it, I was like, really? Somebody said something about Thor's magic belt.
Yeah.
What the
I heard that too.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, and I don't know if that's
I didn't know
invention.
Thor had a magic belt. Does he have a magic belt?
I don't, not that I know of in the comics. I think this maybe this is something to kind of from what I've heard, it's something that gives him more strength. So I don't know if maybe they felt they kind of depowered Thor in the movies, and maybe they need to build him back up to what he really is, so when the Infinity War happens, so maybe that's sort of their loophole. They're like, we invented this magic belt, that only works on you.
I thought that was maybe a thing, and I just didn't know, but
yeah.
So it's not a thing.
I don't think it's a thing. That's sort of, that caught me by surprise. It has a name, obviously, a weird Asgardian name. But the only thing I've heard about that I could find in research is that there's a belt that makes him stronger, and that's it. So maybe it is a thing. I don't know. So, but magic belt.
Magic belt.
So, I'm gonna get the magic belt, brother. So now Iron Man, I thought this was going to be a little Iron Man heavy, but it really wasn't. He was there. He showed up, sort of saved him. Well, he was in an Indian wedding. He saved him from an Indian wedding. With automated, and then there was, of course, the big scene with the ship, or the ferry, not the ship.
Who, George Guy?
Hey now, come on now.
Hey, George fucked us.
Yeah, what happened?
Not even a how you do or anything. He just fucked.
You're gonna stay in the sink until you decide to answer yes or no, George. So, But yeah, I thought it was going to be too Iron Man heavy, but it really wasn't. You don't even see that scene. I was kind of hoping for that scene where Spider-Man's, you see in the trailer, where Spider-Man's swinging and alongside Iron.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
No.
So that was one of those things.
They also changed the verbiage around at the ATM scene, where it's like, no, Thor Hulk gives it away or whatever. They don't even say that.
They don't even say that. Right.
They just go with different dialogue totally.
Yeah.
Which is, I like that when they change that stuff. So So you get something
because you think you're seeing too much in the trailer, but you're really not seeing anything you're going to see in the movie. So, like even the part where they're walking through Avengers headquarters, and he says, "Don't worry about the big flying guy. There's people that handle this sort of things." He said that, but he said it at a different place. It wasn't in Avengers headquarters. So. And then there's the Captain America's instructional videos. I like how it was all, I guess we got to show you this, although I guess this guy's a war criminal or something like that now, or whatever.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Especially the one at the very end.
Yeah. You guys sit and wait for this to happen, and
You have to wonder, was it worth it?
Was it worth it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
In this case, no, it wasn't.
Pretty funny.
So there was a big the ending battle. Were you happy with the fight scenes, with the action?
Yeah, sure.
Pretty much, more or less.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. I would have loved to see more. You know what I liked, but would have loved to see more when they showed the little sequence of a little montage of Spider-Man doing good things, like where he got the bike. Somebody stole the bike.
Right.
He's like, "Is this anybody's bike or whatever?" I would have liked to seen a little more of that. That was sort of kind of a nod to the first Superman movie, where he goes out that one night and just saves a cat from a tree. He gets these guys that are hijacking a boat or something, then saves Lois Lane. And I would have liked to see more of Spider-Man swinging through the buildings and doing more of that shit. They could have thrown another 5 minutes in there, and I would have been happy.
They don't care about you.
Apparently they don't, so we'll see.
Sorry, man.
See what happens.
I do. I care deeply.
Thank you very much. At the end, Iron Spider, there's that Iron Spider suit comes up. Looks like the Iron Spider suit from the comics, like for the actual Civil War. And Spidey turns it down Like that was pretty funny. Where he's like, "That's a test, right? There's nobody." Tony Stark's telling him that there's a bunch of people waiting for a big press conference announcement.
So does Stark propose to Pepper right there?
I guess that's what they had to go with, yeah. Because since Spider-Man turned it down, he's not going to become an Avenger officially.
And I don't remember back in 08 or whatever, was Stark originally going to do that and just never got around to it? That's why Happy been carrying the ring all that time?
I don't remember
that.
Yeah,
so.
I think that was just something like you automatically knew when he said, "I've been holding this," you figured, oh, okay, so he's been holding that for I thought Pepper and Stark were broken up, too, because he wanted to keep building Iron Man suits. But apparently they got back together.
I think she's kind of temperamental and a priss.
Yeah. What are the odds on that? Yeah. How does he deal with that? So,
you named your kid what?
Maybe.
Apple?
Something like that, yeah.
Sorry, I'm too nice.
Maybe.
Apple?
That's okay. Apple?
Apple.
But maybe he convinced her that he was just building things that put ships back together, like when they fall apart, when they come into half. And he's like, "Oh, I'm not building Iron Man suits. I just built these little things, discs that fix ships when they're in trouble."
Or maybe the writers just wrote it where she got pissy one movie and then she's better.
Now she's not pissy again. Yeah, could be.
That's how it went.
That's those are some sharp writers, some smart writers.
Yeah.
So no spider sense, or we don't see it, but I sense that it's there. I sense he has it.
There was none, really? None at all?
No. They decided. The director, I think himself, said something like he decided not to have it, but Kevin Feige, again, stepped in and said,
"Is his name really Faggy? Really? It's not Phage. It's not Phage or."
Oh, it's Feige, not Faggy. Feige.
Well, you're saying Faggy,
Oh.
and I mean you're nailing Faggy.
Am I?
Yeah. You're just really faggying it out.
Must be my Nevada accent coming through. My southern Nevada accent coming at you. So when I try to say Feige, I try hard, but it comes out Feige. So Kevin Feige, he said, "Oh no, wait." He said Spider-Man does have it, but it's just you just don't see it here." So
nice.
And then,
by the way, he was that kid from Iron Man 2. And
oh yeah.
We love saying shit like this because it gets all you little fucking geeks all
it
wired
gets
up.
Chuck from the Idol Effect going, and he's going to talk about it. So.
Then they just laugh their asses off.
And then
we'll just throw this little fucking thing out that's not even true. It doesn't mean anything.
Right, yeah.
It'll get these little fucking geeks going. They'll be pumped for days.
That's the big announcement. They'll be talking about it for days, and then as soon as it winds down, we'll just think of something else and just throw it out there. So
they know you'll eat it up.
That's the way I work. Me, Kevin Feige.
Kevin Feige.
And then there's a Stan Lee cameo, of course, who's now we know is one of the Watchers. So
you don't know that.
Well, I mean, there's some concrete proof. I mean, he's sitting there with. He's obviously some sort of cosmic dude. So.
You don't know. You're wishful thinking it into existence.
Well, didn't you? I mean, you remember the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, right?
Yeah. Yes.
And when he's sitting there, and one time, Spider friends, I was a FedEx guy. Excelsior.
But no one cares.
No?
These are just they just throw them these little bones, and you think this is all building up to some grandiose Stan Lee reveal at some point down the road?
No, I think it's just
I don't think they put that
something
much
for him
thought
to do
into it.
until
It's
he
something
dies.
for him to fucking do.
But what
it's become a thing now where they just have to put him in everything.
Yeah.
For something. There's not going to be any rhyme or reason to it. He's not going to be the one that defeats Thanos or like, oh fucking, it was Stan Lee. He's the fucking one.
What if he is?
He's the Christ child. No. Just getting little fucking bit parts. And good for him, but I mean, let's not get crazy.
Wilhelm Tell. Okay.
Here, watch.
Well, what was his scene? He was just like a guy like saying, "Keep it down, you little punk," or something like that.
Something like that.
It was kind of weak. But apparently those have all been, like his next 10 have been filmed or something like that. Like, he really...
Yep.
Yeah. So I wonder why that is. I wonder what
did he get paid up front? Or is he only getting paid as they air?
Well, with Stanley's, the money he has, he probably doesn't care if they pay him or not.
If they're smart, they're only paying him as they air.
You know, Stan Lee got, in the 90s, he got something like $800,000 a year just to be the face of Marvel. Like, he wasn't really even the editor anymore. He was just like, I'll take $800K and I'll stay on as the face of Marvel. Excelsior. That's a lot of cake. We're in the wrong biz, is what I'm saying. We should be the face of Marvel.
You might do that a long time ago.
We should be the face of something.
I think we are the face of something, but I don't think it's going to make you any money.
It doesn't pay $800K.
No.
At least the checks aren't getting in.
The kind of shit that gets you shot or arrested or ridiculed but not paid.
Right, yeah, not paid.
Not paid.
So, okay, well, let's jump into there are some Easter eggs, and you already said Thor's magic belt, which isn't so much an Easter egg because who knows about it, I don't know. MJ is now, I didn't really care for this because it's like, whatever. That MJ, she said Michelle Jones, what's her name? Zenyatta? The one that you know, she was a cool actress, cool character. She was the one who's all, what are you hiding, Peter? Never mind, I'm just kidding. Or something like that.
Isn't she like one of those Disney brats?
She could be.
From like the Disney Channel.
The Mouseketeers or something?
Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She probably is. She looks like she probably was one of them.
Which means she'll probably be like licking dance balls within 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, right.
Totally go to the dark side like all the other ones did.
But until then, she's
Michelle
Jones, and she said, people call me MJ. So in this universe, MJ is not Mary Jane Watson.
Can she dunk from the free throw line?
Who can?
MJ.
Oh, that MJ.
So if she can't dunk from the free throw line, she's not MJ.
Right, yeah. She's not the MJ.
Just saying.
You know, my band is also MJ. Mighty Jack? Yeah.
No,
people
say Mighty Jack.
People come up to me, is MJ playing tonight? And they're like, yeah, we might be. So, and then, okay, the big Easter egg, sort of, for some, Donald Glover.
Way to backpedal off that one.
Right, yeah.
The big one, for some, sort of. Wow.
Not really.
Way to sell it.
Actually, not worth mentioning, but I will since I built it up. Donald Glover mentions, Donald Glover is playing the character, I forget his name, but he's the Prowler in the comics. And his nephew is Miles Morales, the other Spider-Man. The one that, like, no? Not familiar with? Oh. Because everybody was like,
two Spider-Mans?
Yeah, there's the, I think Miles Morales was the Ultimate Universe Spider-Man, and they've kind of dissolved the Ultimate Universe, so he's sort of, Marvel's kind of put him in the regular Marvel Universe, so now he, like, I don't know, maybe he defends another borough. I don't really read any Miles Morales because I don't really care, but a lot of people do. A lot of people were like, ooh, which Spider-Man is Marvel going to do? Are they going to do Peter Parker, or are they going to do Miles Morales? And it's like, hopefully Peter Parker, because, you know, I don't give a shit about the other one. But apparently he said something like, I got a nephew in Queens, or wherever, you know, and so he's basically making a reference to Miles Morales, who I guess at some point might take over. Maybe he might be Spider-Man in another borough or something, like Long Island or something like that.
Is Marvel required to
Yes.
to have every character have the same initial for the first and last name?
I'm sure that was done purposely. Miles Morales, Peter Parker.
No, I mean they're all that way.
Bruce Banner, yeah.
I mean, there's just tons of
Reed Richards.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Susan Storm.
Yep. You can go on and on and on. Trust me.
I think that's about all I can do.
The list is endless.
Are they?
They always double down on
Silver Surfer.
They always double down on the initials.
Yeah. John Jones. Oh no, wait, that's DC.
They do it too.
I'm sure. Yeah, that must be. I'm sure that's done on purpose. If not, like, what a coincidence. And then Jennifer Connelly is the voice of Peter's artificial intelligence, which you don't really recognize. Like
Jennifer Connelly is Friday.
Or Karen.
Oh, so that's Karen. Oh,
Yeah,
Friday is
Iron Man's. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's interesting because Jennifer Connelly is married to Paul Bettany, who was Jarvis, who is now the Vision. Yeah. And she was also the original Betty Banner, Betty from the first Hulk movie, the one that's sort of been discarded, or whatever. Yeah. Which I forget because who was the second one? Was it Tyler?
That wasn't the Ed Norton one, was it?
That was the David Bana one. Is it David Bana or what's his name? Eric Bana?
Eric Bana.
Eric Bana. Yeah.
Eric Bana.
Yeah, Eric Bana.
Yeah.
The Romulan guy. Yeah. So I forget because Jennifer Connelly and Liv Tyler was the second Betty, right, from the Ed Norton one. So she's still technically Betty in this universe.
You care about this shit way more. I just go to see a good movie.
Now another Easter egg: the principal of the school, the Asian guy. Did you pick up who he was?
No.
He's the grandson of one of Captain America's Howling Commandos, and looks the identical grandson. But he even had a picture of his grandfather in the thing in the office. And the scene with the rubble where he's trapped under the rubble.
Yeah,
that was big. That was huge. That was from Amazing Spider-Man 133. That was like one of the most famous little scenes in a comic.
See, I didn't know that, but I mean, that sold it. I mean,
yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah,
when he's able to power through that, that's like he grows up a little bit right there.
Yeah,
he grows up quite a bit right there.
Yeah. Because Tony Stark says you're nothing without the suit. And
right.
At first, he's doing what anybody would do. He's screaming, "Help! Help! Help!" And then he's like, "Fuck it, come on, Spider-Man, let's do it." You're right. That was a moving scene.
Yeah. So moving concrete.
So literally moving. And then there's a scene where he jumps over where he sort of soars over a helicopter when the wings come out.
Yeah.
When the web wings or whatever.
Yeah.
And they always say in Spider-Man comics, when you see him and it looks like he's swinging, but there's nothing there, just assume there's a helicopter up there or something. That's kind of the rule of thumb, I guess, with Marvel artists or something. I don't know. It's a saying. So I think that was part of that because he soars over it and then swings on it. So I think that was a little Easter egg for everybody like me who cares about shit that they shouldn't waste time caring about.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, we touched on the Scorpion. We touched on
each other
in credits. Cap does another scene at the end credits, but yeah, we touched on that. So what do you think? You dig this movie?
Yeah.
I'm
gonna go see it again.
I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'll get my 3D on in Vegas.
Are you? Yeah,
I think so.
I don't do 3D unless I have to, because sometimes it's the best showing time. So it's like, let's go for it. Like when we went and saw, I think Wonder Woman was in 3D, right? Did we see that in 3D?
I think we did.
Or maybe Guardians. I only do it when it becomes like, oh, that's the only 10 o'clock one going. Let's go to that, because when I'm watching 3D, it's cool in the beginning, and then my eyes seem to adjust, and it doesn't even seem like 3D anymore. It just seems like it's a little darker because of the glasses.
I like to go see it standard first. So I just concentrate on the movie.
Yeah.
And then if it's really good, then I like to go see it in 3D, so I can kind of like get the effects without taking away from the story, because I already know the story.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a little boner bonus.
And then if it's really, really good, you see it in 3D IMAX, right?
No, if it's really good, then I just go watch it on the Magic Box.
Watch it at home.
Yeah.
We still got to go to Sploogevision down there, 40, there in LA. This probably would have been a good one to go for.
No.
No? Okay. No. But yeah, no, 3D doesn't do that to you? It doesn't, like, your eyes don't adjust and eventually it just seems like a regular movie?
Nope. You're a freak, dude.
Must be my fucked up eyesight.
It is.
So, well, I say...
You're genetically inferior.
Well, we knew that, but... so okay.
Go see it.
Go see Spider-Man Homecoming, everybody.
Yeah.
It's a fucking... It'll knock your socks off.
Unless you're wearing sandals. And if you're wearing sandals and socks, then you're a fucking...
Yeah. You should be shot on sight.
Yeah.
So,
my balls itch.
Right on.
I don't know if that requires a segue or anything, but my balls really itch.
No, but, well, yeah, sure.
I think I need powder. You have any powder?
I don't. But I do have, I don't have also is news. I didn't bring any news this time. So I figured we have to really get through this one.
Well, I've got news for you. My fucking balls itch. I need powder.
This just in. I don't even have my teletype, so sorry. Failed you.
Again.
Here, I got this.
I'm used to it.
Maybe that's why your balls itch.
Because they smell or something? Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
That about sums it up.
It's concerning because they're actually quite fresh. If they weren't fresh, then I wouldn't be sweating the fact that sweat and get it. I would be sweating the fact that they're itching, but they're pretty fresh.
Maybe
so
it's,
I don't know.
Maybe it's the dryness. This is dry air. It's a dry heat here. So
Yeah.
it could be that.
Maybe.
It could be the soap you're using. Maybe are you using ivory? That tends.
Maybe
to...
I just need a Gold Bond. You think?
I don't even know what that is. What is Gold Bond?
Gold Bond powder?
Yeah.
It's this really
Powder,
expensive
okay.
powder, and you put on you, and it fucking either tingles and or burns the fuck out of you when it does it.
Yeah, but no more itching.
I think after it tingles and burns so much, you don't care if it itches anymore. You're more
Because it's
concerned-
burning
you're-
so much.
You're more
Yeah,
concerned
I
with the
see.
fact that it's
I
tingling
see.
and
Wow.
burning, and how much you paid for it.
Right. Yeah.
I think it's expensive.
So it's like when you have a headache and you have a toothache at the same time, it takes away from each other. So the burning takes away from the itching.
Something like that.
So all right, makes sense. Sounds pretty antiquated, but whatever.
You can't even.
I can't
fucking
even spell antiquated.
So let's do our Mount Rushmore of
Oh, you want to do that?
stand-up comedy mofos.
Okay.
This will be anticlimactic because you know who my number one is.
Anticlimactic, so there won't be any heat or cold or
Just itch.
just. All right. Who's going first?
You can go first.
Okay. We decided because
I'm going to scratch my balls.
we didn't really have time to throw together a full top 10 list. We decided just
Plus, I just didn't want to.
didn't want to either. We threw together a Mount Rushmore of stand-up comedians. So,
Yeah.
for those of you who aren't familiar with our Mount Rushmore, it works just like the actual Mount Rushmore.
All right, no, don't do that. We don't do that here. If they don't understand the premise,
We don't explain.
then fuck them. You don't get the joke.
Okay. So,
Well, what did MST? What they used to say? What did Joel Hodgson used to say?
watch out for snakes.
Besides that,
said a
we
lot.
don't worry about. What do you say? We
Oh,
don't
in the
worry-
theme song.
We don't worry about if anybody gets it. We know the right people will get it,
Right,
or
yeah.
something like
Okay.
that. He put it better than I did, but whatever.
No.
He probably wasn't battling ball itch as he said it. I can't focus.
So, I think you did okay. I think
Thanks.
you said it well. So,
Thanks.
number one, I'm gonna go right. Well, you start.
Yeah, it's Mount Rushmore.
It's Mount Rushmore. You start with the
Sure.
best. So
Left or right? Right to left.
right to left, yeah, or left to right. George Washington's spot. I'm gonna go with Sam, the one and only Sam Kinison.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
next to him, I'm gonna put. I don't know if you're gonna agree with this one. I'm gonna put Eddie Murphy. Or you might agree.
keep
You
going.
You're nodding. Yes, he agrees. Yeah.
Keep
I
going.
think what Eddie now Sam speaks for himself. That's I would say probably both of our favorites.
Sam screams for himself.
Right. Yeah. And I think he was the best. Eddie, even though he's been out of the game and he for a long time and really he didn't do it didn't seem like he did it for a long time. Maybe
No.
as he came up he did it for a long time. But what he did for stand-up comedy, it was huge.
Yeah,
with
Delirious and Raw
Delirious
were both-
and Raw. Yeah. So what more do you need? He dropped the mic after that point. Now the third guy, honestly, I know very little about other than the movie I saw about him with Dustin Hoffman. But apparently he fucking opened a lot of doors and paved the way. So I'm gonna put him up there, Lenny Bruce.
See, but okay, whatever.
It's being that
Your
it,
list.
but yeah, being that it's a Mount Rushmore and it's like, yeah, I don't know a lot about Teddy Roosevelt, but like, I'm sure he deserves to be up there. Whatever.
Okay.
Carried a big stick, so.
Sure.
But the fourth one, I am gonna do a personal favorite. Somebody I really enjoy, David Tell. Even though he's probably not one of the big faces of stand-up comedy,
Probably not.
Since I put Lenny Bruce up there and I don't know much about him, I'm going to go ahead with a personal favorite for the last one and put David Tell.
You could have ran 100 people through here and asked them and David Tell would have never come up.
Well, who knows? You could.
No, I'm telling you, he would have never come up.
But you could run a lot of presidents through. Would Thomas Jefferson always come up? Maybe some would say Andrew Jackson. Maybe some
He
James
would
Madison.
never come up.
Andrew Jackson?
No, David Tell.
No.
Not once.
Okay.
Nobody would have said that.
All right, I'll change it to Jerry Seinfeld.
I don't care. It's your list. Do whatever you want. I'm just telling you, you stand...
I stand alone. Yeah, I'd be up there chipping away, carving out David Tell.
vote.
People would be like, "What the fuck?"
Who the fuck?
Yeah, who the fuck is? So anyway,
Yeah.
that's my list, and I'm sort of sticking to it, but I might come back later and.
Well, I can't speak to people that I didn't see because, otherwise, you just throw Richard Pryor up there, you throw George Carlin up there.
Yeah.
But
Well,
I
you've
didn't-
seen them. You've seen
not,
footage. Right?
Not enough to go. Yeah, that's my guy. But you get it.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I got
they
Sam.
were funny.
You
for
know,
their
I got
time.
Sam up there because Sam
Of course.
was just my guy.
Absolutely.
Sam was just comedy needed something, and Sam was it
Yeah.
at the right time.
Yeah. And you've seen him live.
And
You saw
I've
him
seen
live.
him live. Yeah,
On the same stage I played at.
Comedy
Haven.
I spoke to the man. I agree with Eddie Murphy.
Nice.
I got G.I. Joe stuck up my ass.
Yeah.
Hey, boy, look mighty cute in them jeans. Come on over here and fuck me up the ass.
Anyway,
It's gold. It's gold.
He tells it better than we do.
Nothing.
Yeah, I do.
But,
Yeah, he
Eddie
does.
Murphy was.
That's
great.
why he's Eddie Murphy. That's why he's on the list.
Now, I say this one because, and you had to catch him when he wasn't so coked out that he just was up there sweating buckets and just was just fucking like herding cats.
I think I know who's coming.
But when you caught Robin
I
Williams,
saw that
when you
special.
caught Robin Williams,
Right, yeah.
On a good night where he wasn't just too pumped up,
Yeah, yeah.
Robin was incredible.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, just incredible.
Agreed.
And then the fourth one, this is kind of my David Tell, and it's only because I just like the way Dennis Miller works.
Yeah.
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 I've always liked Dennis Miller. I watched Saturday Night Live just for the updates sometimes because some of it just wasn't good. But I've always liked Dennis
And
Miller.
you've seen him live.
Yeah. And
I saw him with you. Yeah.
Yes, you did. And I have a couple of
Well, yeah, babe.
what do you call them?
Honorable mentions?
Bill Hicks.
Yes.
I mean, he died so freaking early.
Too soon.
But Bill Hicks was like the fucking guy who hated everything when it wasn't
right.
cool for
Yeah.
guys to hate everything.
Yeah.
Bill Hicks was funny as shit. I mean, hilarious. And then Stephen Wright.
Yeah.
It's just you sit there and go, what?
That's funny because I didn't pick you as a Stephen Wright guy.
Oh, totally.
Really? Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I
If you're traveling at light speed and turn your lights on, what happens?
I bought powdered water, but I didn't know what to add.
Yeah. Shit like that.
Yeah.
I bought batteries, but they weren't included. Shit like that.
That's funny shit.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So that's my
So-
honorable mention.
So,
There you have it.
nice. Well, I was 50%. I wanted to guess which ones you would do, and I did guess which ones you would do, but I was half wrong. I went with Kinnison, Miller, Carlin, and Hicks. I thought that would be your top four.
Oh, Carlin, you can all day long make a case for Carlin.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He should have been where my David Tell is, probably.
Oh, kidding me?
So, but yeah, I figured that would be your four. So I was pretty close. You had Hicks as an honorable mention. I had Kinnison and Miller. So, yeah, Dennis Miller. That was a good show.
Yep.
I remember seeing that at the casino here.
Yep.
So,
When Dennis gets on a rant, he can...
yeah. Me doing Monday Night Football, babe. It's like Trent Reznor at a DeFranco family
That was
concert.
just bad. I don't know whose idea that was, but that was a bad idea.
It would have found its
No.
niche. Couple more seasons, but I'm surprised it went two. It went 2 full seasons, didn't it?
The average schmuck that's sitting there fucking getting drunk and watching the game
Yeah.
does not want to listen to Dennis
So-
Miller. For one, they don't get it.
You're right. Yeah.
And for two, they're just like, what? Is he trying to be funny?
That Drew Bledsoe can fly, babe. So I don't know. Whatever. So, where do we go from here?
We go to talking about the Inhumans trailer.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That came out.
That came
So,
out.
Well, it's a TV show. I guess the one thing is you have to take into account. It's a TV show that's going to be where the first episodes are going to be shown in IMAX.
Yeah, you're all jazzed, I know.
Yeah, I'm stoked. We'll be catching that
How do you
I think
know?
1st of September, right?
You'll be catching
Something
it.
like that. You're not going to go?
You have to talk me into it.
We might have to drive out of town. I don't know if it's going to be
Well,
at our
then I
local
ain't doing
IMAX. Might have to go to LA or
No. You
maybe
just
even
lost me.
further.
Just lost me.
I have to go to fucking Oakland. No, but you know, the Black Bolt guy, he looks kind of stiff. He looks kind of Al Gore-y,
Not very black.
and not very black at all. But no mask, so
No mask.
which is, you know, I guess why does Black Bolt need a mask? Why would he even?
But who cares? I like the dog.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Lockjaw.
Lockjaw.
So I would have liked to seen a theatrical Inhumans. The budget's going to be, you know, TV-ish, and you can tell. But overall, I don't know. It looks kind of cool. I'm definitely going to tune in, at least while I'm at the IMAX theater for the first few episodes or something. But
Well, I would hope so,
Yeah.
since you are driving to Oakland, apparently.
I caught a glimpse of Triton because that was the one character I really want to see, and you only see him for a split second. So I was hoping for a kind of a cool CGI amphibian guy, manphibian, if you will.
I don't know that much about Inhumans. So.
Triton is kind of sort of like the creature from the Black Lagoon, but more intelligent. You know, he's a fish guy, Inhuman, and you saw him for a glimpse, and it's just some bright green makeup. Sort of looks sort of Sid and Marty Crofty. For the one little glimpse that I saw of him, I was hoping it was going to be a CGI dude, but oh well. You know, what do you think?
So are you pissy that all the critics just bash the fucking Mummy, and you know, because they love doing that shit.
Right? Yeah.
And there's going to be a series of movies coming out, and they know it.
Yeah.
They love to throw the monkey in that wrench.
Right.
Does
Yeah.
it piss you off? Because the Mummy
It
wasn't
does.
that bad. It was a decent movie.
It does.
And they just bash the
it
fuck out
fucking
of it
sucks.
because they're trying to fuck it up for the next one, and the next one, and the next one.
Yeah.
They know they can't do it for Star Wars.
Yeah.
And they know they can't do it for Star Trek. But these other movie franchises that they're trying to get off the ground,
Yeah.
you know, with its DC, with their fucking shit,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
love trying to fuck this shit up.
They do. Yeah.
Just so they can change their fucking, well, I guess we can't make this now.
Yeah, it's on purpose, and they're
Yeah,
trying
they
to
do it on
fuck up our
purpose.
shit. Because I got a
Yep.
creature from the Black Lagoon coming, and if they pull this shit,
Yep.
I'm not gonna get it. Just like they did with Green Lantern, you know,
They're trying to
wasn't
feel their power.
Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds wasn't as bad as it's now remembered as,
Right.
because they fucking immediately.
I mean, it wasn't great. But
No, but
it
it was-
wasn't fucking horrible.
I wouldn't mind seeing that Green Lantern with this Justice League, but we won't. You know, it's because they. Yeah, I think that sucks, and I haven't even seen the Mummy yet. But you told me right off the bat it's pretty good,
Yeah, it's
and then
not bad.
and then it's being panned, and I'm like thinking, fuck.
It's not
This-
the best movie ever, but
Really?
it's way better than they're making it out.
Yeah. Maybe they can still go with the monster universe, and they just throw the Mummy out. Like, okay, that happened, but we're gonna start it here with Bride of Frankenstein.
I think they should just do whatever they planned on doing and fuck the critics.
Fuck those critics.
Fuck those
yeah.
critics.
But they won't, because they're little fucking
Pussies. You know.
little space pussies. So,
What was that?
but that was Sam. That was Sam Kinison.
Well, space pussy, yes,
Yeah. But although the Mummy was never part of the Universal universe anyway, other than when they met Abbott and Costello. Like there was the Wolfman, there was Dracula, there was Frankenstein, but they never actually met the Mummy. And they, for that matter, they never met the creature from the Black Lagoon. He came later, so they can still do whatever they want. Though. I say go for it.
So give me some geek announcements so
Okay.
so I can go to bed. I haven't slept in 2 days.
I was gonna say, yeah, I don't have news. Although, speaking of news, I had to wrap up a lot of glassware recently, and like my old roommate, my old roommate had a Los Angeles Times subscription, so that the Times kept coming to my house, and I'd save them. So now I had to wrap up all this old glassware from the Tiki Bar and things like that. And I ran out, and then I found that I had a bunch of Mark McGuire Hits 62 newspapers, and I had to think about it for a second, but I'm thinking, oh yeah, I don't want to break my glasses, packing them up all in this box, I want them well wrapped. Is it worth even saving these? Are these even worth anything? That was 97 or whatever. So I decided to go for it. I started wrapping shit in old Mark McGuire headlines.
It's baseball. No one cares.
Really? Yeah. So no one gives a shit about that?
No.
Plus, I mean, ultimately he was discovered as cheating, so... But I was like, does that even matter? Like... But I went ahead and went for it. And then I got down, and under those was King of Pop Dies. Like I had a Michael Jackson one. That one I pulled out. I'm like, no, I'm not going to wrap it in that one. Under that one was a 9/11, which actually was 9. The headlines were 9/12 because it was the day after. That would have been really weird if it was 9/11. And then below that one, which luckily I did not, I had a Las Vegas Review Journal Elvis Dies one. I had a 1977 Review Journal, which my mom saved but gave to me. So luckily I did not wrap my glassware in that. So, but I still have some of those Mark McGuire ones, so if you want to email us at idleeffect@yahoo.com if you are interested, I got some. I still had a few left, so.
That's an email you will never get.
Let's just sit and wait and just watch it. So, all right, some geek announcements. Where to start?
Start quickly. I want to go to bed.
Okay, geek announcements. Kermit the Frog is getting a new voice actor. It's the end of an era for the Muppets, as puppeteer and actor Steve Whitmore has stepped down as a performer behind the pop culture icon, with longtime puppeteer Matt Vogel taking over the role. That's huge.
Okay.
I don't know, I just caught that. It's slow news week. Hi-ho! This one you'll like. Yay! Green Lantern Corps, rumored to be lining up Rise of the Planet of the Apes' Rupert Wyatt to direct. Which one was Rise? Is that the one that's coming out? Or is that the last one?
No, it was the second one, wasn't it?
Could be.
I don't know.
Yeah. The James Franco one?
No, it was the first one.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Wyatt, who had signed on to helm 20th Century Fox's Gambit movie before dropping out due to a scheduling conflict, is currently putting the finishing touches to a new sci-fi flick called Captive State. But word is he's cleared his schedule to take on the Green Lantern Corps. Excited about that? That's one of your favorites.
Green Lantern is one of my favorites, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, am I excited about Green Lantern Corps? I don't know what I'll have to see.
It all depends, I guess, huh? Like, I'm hoping Hal Jordan is still, like, the front runner, the main guy.
I don't really care
The
who it
head
is,
cheese.
as long as they do it right.
Numero
Doesn't
uno
really matter
honcho.
who does it. Just do it right.
Doesn't matter who, so.
Not really.
Okay.
I mean, does it really?
Well, it could be that guy that did Fantastic Four.
But if he did it right,
I guess, yeah, had
what
he done it
difference would it
right.
make?
I don't
Yeah.
even, he's saying that wasn't even his fault, too. He immediately tweeted before the movie came out, I did have a good version of this, but the studio wanted it to suck, or something like that, so.
no,
Anyway.
it's totally his fault. It was everyone's fault. You
Everyone.
don't fucking make a movie that bad without it being everybody's fault.
Right, yeah.
My lord.
A lot of people fuck that shit up.
And this Gambit movie, what the fuck?
That's supposed to happen, and I don't know what. Yeah,
It's supposed to
Channing
happen
Tatum
for
was the dude, right?
Eons now.
Yeah, yeah, and it should. What's up with Fox? And they're, I don't get it. I don't understand why.
It's Fox.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all you have to say.
I mean, they're doing good. They got Logan. They're on a roll. They got Logan.
They get
Deadpool.
one.
Well, Deadpool.
Yeah, but they had so little to do.
Nothing to do with Deadpool. They said, "Here's the money. Go do whatever you want. Whatever. Here's
Yeah.
$200,000," and they fucking knocked it out of the park.
I'll give him credit for Logan, but I'm
Yeah.
not going to throw much of a bone for Deadpool. I think they just were along for the ride on
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. But Fox and DC as well have a hard time getting shit going and off the ground. And Marvel, which is a new studio, like the little studio that could or whatever, because they only made Marvel Studios to start making Marvel movies. Warner Brothers and Fox have been in the game for fucking a decade. No, a century or more or less, give or take. So
Way to narrow it down.
they've been doing it for a long time, and they should know by now. But maybe that's the problem. They weren't made to make comic book movies. They're made to make all kinds of shit. So who knows? Anyway, Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury confirmed to return for Captain Marvel. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration? After.
What the hell?
Hey, babe. I don't know. You gotta just run what run what you can up the flagpole and see who salutes.
Run with your bros.
So, after previously being rumored to co-star in Captain Marvel, Deadline Hollywood has confirmed that the one and only Samuel L. Jackson's Nick Fury will indeed appear.
Why did you do it twice?
Will indeed appear. This will reunite Jackson and Brie Larson. It's a slow news day. I got to do what I can for these stories. It's like, yeah, I'm sure Samuel L. Jackson will return eventually. Is that news? But it will reunite him and Brie Larson after the pair previously worked together for Kong Skull Island. Yes. Hey, you knew. Somebody told you. You had some inside information. In addition, Jackson is also slated to appear in Larson's directorial debut Unicorn Store. So, watch for that.
What you got in your wallet, cocksucker? I'm gonna fucking hurt you if you don't stop.
Okay. Moving on.
I think it's the abruptness of how it ends.
That's my shtick, though.
That fucks me up, I think.
I like to just step on the brakes. Just bam! So, okay, here's something we've all been waiting to hear about. No, I'm not going to do it. The Batman, the movie that they're planning, will focus on the detective side of Ben Affleck's Caped Crusader. Now, Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice gave us the armor-wielding, kryptonite spear-slinging version of Gotham City's shadowy protector, but director Matt Reeves wants to show a different side. Said Reeves, there's a chance to do an almost noir-driven detective version of Batman that is point-of-view driven in a very, very powerful way that will hopefully connect you to what's going on inside of his head and inside his heart. And
if I want to see Pink Panther or the Hardy Boys, I'd go see that fucking movie. If I want to see Batman, I want to see Batman.
Well, I would hold off on that because I actually have an exclusive.
Fucking Nancy Drew mystery or some shit.
I have audio of the test footage of this upcoming noir Batman.
You're
this
about
is an
to
exclusive.
embarrass us.
Never heard before, so.
God.
I'd been up all night working the city rooftops. Seems like it was gonna be another lonely evening. Then she showed up.
Meow.
The Catwoman.
I knew you couldn't get through it.
Of all the back alleys in Gotham, this cat had to cross my path. But hey, if it weren't for bad luck, I wouldn't have any luck at all. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Selena. Oh, she wanted something. But I wasn't gonna give in that soon. Battery going down. I wasn't gonna give in that quick. You're sure to get clawed if you try to pet that pussy.
Really?
But the evening was looking up. Until... Surprise, Batman! Enter the Riddler. Yeah! Fill you full of lead, Shane. Yeah!
How is that the Riddler?
It's the noir style.
It sounds like Bugsy.
Well, it's noir. This is the way the Riddler would have talked back in those days. The Maltese Riddler. Hi, Ed. Thought you were still up in Blackgate Prison. You know that tin can joint can't hold me. He's got a stutter too. Now it's curtains for you, Batman. Yeah, curtains, Shane. Yeah, yeah. Gotham City. What a cesspool. But I wouldn't have it any other way. And the abrupt ending. So now I'm sure you've changed your tune, you know. You're looking forward to this noir style. That didn't embarrass us too much, right? No. I'm glad you threw in us, so I'm glad you went down with me. You're like, you're gonna embarrass us. Like I'm right there with you, like Captain Smith of the Titanic. You just rode me down.
Really? Do we need to get George back in here?
Yeah.
Hey, George, did I ride him down?
Let's speak to an expert. So. All right. All right. There's gonna be a little less of that and now, just straightforward news, and not much left. Marvel Studios. Here's one you're going to be excited about.
Why do you always do that?
Say that you're going to be excited?
Yeah, you don't fucking know.
Well, I'm hoping that you'll get hyped. Like,
well, then
am I really?
That.
Okay.
So, here's one that I'm hoping you'll get excited about, and let me decide if I get excited about it. Don't tell me what I'm gonna fucking do.
Honestly, here's one that you're fucking not gonna give a shit about.
You don't know that either.
Well, it has to do with. Well, let me read you the headline.
Okay, go ahead.
Marvel Studios San Diego Comic-Con panel will be a whopping 90 minutes long.
You're right. I don't give a shit. I apologize. You knew.
Read you like the back of a book. Marvel Studios usually has some big reveals for fans, and this year's event looks set to be no exception. It was confirmed this weekend that their panel is going to be a massive 90 minutes long, a sign that we can expect some big reveals. Trailers, footage, all exclusive to Hall H is a given, but we finally can maybe learn about Marvel's Phase 4 plans from 2019 on. So that's an announcement about potential announcements.
Which none of this matters because you
never
won't fucking get in.
You won't get in. I don't know who gets in those, but it won't be you.
So whatever.
So, I think that might be it. That might be it. Although one thing is, it's old news, but did you know that Ron Howard is directing? He stepped in to take over directing the Han Solo movie. They kicked the two guys off that did. Shit, I can't even remember.
Shit.
There were two guys doing it, but they fired them 4 months.
You mean the brothers or whatever?
Yeah, or not? No, not the Russo brothers. No.
Oh, okay.
Chris Long and somebody else were doing. I forget what movie they were doing prior to this, but it was. Oh, I think they did the Lego movie. And the Batman Lego movie. They fired them 4 months in, after 4 months of filming, and brought in Ron Howard.
I see.
So, and as a side note, Ron Howard.
So he was hired in 60 seconds?
Oh, hey now!
Stop it.
Come on.
Yeah.
Hey, it wasn't that funny. So, and then, oh, there's a delayed reaction. As a side note, did you know? Did I ever tell you that Ron Howard cast my stepsister, Tina Ellis, in
the one I banged?
I don't think you banged her. I hadn't met you yet, so. But you
Doesn't
could
mean I
have.
didn't bang her.
We lived in Vegas, and it was probably around the time you moved there, so it could very well be. So.
Yeah, I got her.
Good job. So, he cast her in Skyway, his first or second TV movie. I think it was his second, but she ended up having to have surgery because she was.
Because I banged her so hard.
She was. I don't even want to say why he cast her because she was paraplegic.
Because I banged her so hard.
No! I swear, this is horrible. I shouldn't be even. I should be really pissed off right now. I should be really pissed. I'm glad my family. I'm glad none of my family listened to this because they would be like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah, they did.
She was
Over
paraplegic.
and over again.
She was paraplegic, and it was a movie about a paraplegic who flies a plane. Who got and then she gets banged. So yeah. God. All right, that's what I get. That's what I get. Shouldn't even mention that I had a sister.
I'm fucking tired, man.
Okay.
I'm delusional.
Are we sure? Are we headed for show info?
Yeah, that matters.
Is it roughly about that time?
Yeah, it's definitely that time.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining. I don't know why I picked this tune. Thank you for joining us on episode 26. We can be found on YouTube. We can be found on Facebook. Idle Effect at podbean.com.
Or in Vegas, banging your paraplegic sister.
idleeffect.podbean.com and iTunes. And email us at idleeffect@yahoo.com. Other than that, I would say, dust it.
Dust it? What is this?
It's Neil Diamond, little old Neil Diamond tune. Summer love makes it right. So thank you for joining us, people. It's trying to get some Sam going, but
Anything salmon there?
Oh, I got here. Hold on. Actually,
I'd like to help. Don't mind. I'd like to submit a plan to you that might be able to help. What you do, guys, is you lick the alphabet. Lick that fucking alphabet. See, this man's going, oh God, that's the revelation! It's while this prophesied by Nostradamus, he will come into the earth and speak of the alphabet. Lick the alphabet, man. It makes you appear creative.
Big capital letters.
It's an easy...
more tea! I pity the fool make more tea.
She thinks you're from fucking Europe or something. She goes, oh God, where did he learn that? Oh, yeah. You're going A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
It works, guys. It works.
It works!
Good night.
Good night. Goodbye, YouTubers.
More tea! More tea!
More tea! More tea! Make it rain! Make it rain!